Hey loves, welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer and I'm going to be showing you how to decorate a Mardi Gras king hat royal icing cookie. So let's get started. I'm using an edible marker to kind of outline what I want to do with this cookie. I didn't design it in Procreate. Some people use Procreate, or you can just use a pen and pencil, outline your cookie cutter and figure out what you want to do. But I didn't do that. So right now I'm just trying to map out. I have in my head how I want this cookie to look, and so I'm just using the edible marker to kind of draw on the cookie so I can make the design the way I want it. But don't be like me. Draw your image out on paper. Use Procreate. I use Procreate on the iPad to draw my cookie designs, and so do that so you won't have like a little messy cookie going on. But I know what I want to do, so it's chaos, but it works. Next, I'm going to go in with my white icing. This is just like a outline, a stiff icing that I'm using. And the inside of this crown, I kind of want to make it sparkly. So what I'm doing, I'm just putting a little bit of icing. I'm using my paintbrush to kind of brush the icing down. Now, this is my first time doing this technique. I had in my mind what I wanted to do again, but this is my first time trying this out like this. Now this luster dust I got from Hobby Lobby probably about a year ago. It's one of those things I just was walking down the aisle and I said, hey, I might need this one day. And so I just kept it, held on to it, and I thought about it today. I said, hey, I could use this to make this hat look glittery in the inside. I do have a spray bottle that is for luster dust, but I have like a different color luster dust in it. So I'm just poking out some holes on the top of this little bottle, and I'm gonna use it as a little shaker to shake some of the color on. Now, while I was doing this, I was thinking, okay, it's coming out nice, but the thing about it, I'm seeing like a lot of white from my white icing. Started patting it down, and then I was like, it's looking a little clunky, and then in my white icing is turning into a gray mix. I don't know, it was doing something weird. I think next time, thinking back, I'll probably flood this with whatever color luster dust I want to use. Like, say, since this is silver, I'll probably flood it with like a gray royal icing and then just spray the luster dust on top of it so that I wouldn't be worried about having the white showing through. Anyway, you live and you learn, and next time I'll be able to execute it a little bit better. So if you're still watching, go ahead on and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. I also have some more Mardi Gras cookie tutorials that you can check out. Now I'm using my purple flood icing. I'm going to go in and outline and flood the hat. So I realized I forgot to show when I flooded that bottom part of the cookie. Now what I did, I let the top part kind of crust over so that way it can look like two separate sections. And I just went back in after it crusted for about 10 minutes and flooded that little second part. Now I'm using my flood icing to do the top. It's just making it like into a little design. I'm going in, flooding this, and then I'm gonna go back over on top of that with the outline icing and put a little design on top. So right now I'm just flooding the top part of my hat, doing it a yellow. This is a flood icing. And then I'm going to go back over it once it kind of crust over after about 10 minutes and add like a cute little design. So the rest of this cookie, I'm adding some details, and I'm using a detailed icing, which is a thick consistency icing. And I'm just going to put some details all around this cookie just to make it look nice and fancy, fit for a king. Now, the one thing about doing little circles is you worry about craters, like little dents that can occur. Now, my icing is thick, and so I'm hoping that's going to prevent it, but sometimes like you just can't. It's just something that happens. I've tried different ways to prevent this, and what I found, if I use a thicker icing, then I'm less likely to get craters, but sometimes it just happens. I just thought that it would be really cute to have like little circles on this hat, so I decided to just go with it. And if you have watched this video all the way to the end, you are the real MVP. So go ahead on and comment Mardi Gras hat to let me know you sat with me and watched this whole tutorial. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, check out my other videos that I have. And I think the hat really came out well, even though my luster dust, I didn't think the whole process out, but I think it still came out looking amazing. See you in the next one.